Hello my friends, in today's video we're going to go over this thing, an upgrade kit for Siege Megatron that converts him into his IDW form. Looks pretty good, and makes him around the same height as Studio Series Optimus Prime. So in this video I'm going to provide you ample evidence so that you, the consumer at home, can decide, is this kit worth it? Alright, aesthetically, when we're taking a look at this guy, he has a lot of presence. The sculpt work is very, very striking. Now this upgrade kit consists of 15 pieces and it doesn't compromise on any of the articulation. Before I show you how to install, let me actually show you the bits. First, we have some heel and feet upgrades, very nicely done. Some knee upgrades and then some shin boosters on the side. He also has this belly upgrade that you can see right over here. These forearms are separate and so are the fists. He does come with a separate pair of like open palm hands. And then he has the shoulder bits over here. This chest is a separate piece, and finally the head. And if my math is done right, that is about 15. Alright, so looking at the chest, I'm not sure if the same person who designed this is the same person who printed it, but if you are not, whoever's printing this, you need a better printer, dude. You need a better printer because you're ruining this sculpt. You can see that they've kind of created this faux Autobot symbol over there. The engraving on the chest is done well, but then the print quality is, as you can see, the print and the paint really, really rough. And also the materials are kind of bad because this one broke off. I mean, when I received it, it was already broken off on both sides. I tried to super glue it and unfortunately it didn't work. I am using double-sided tape to kind of keep it on because it doesn't integrate into alt mode anyway. So if it's going to be there, it's just going to be there. And so, yeah, up and downs with the chest. This over here is a waist riser. I didn't want to remove it because I didn't want to reinstall it because you have to remove these screws and I don't have a screwdriver with me. But yeah, you just remove the three, pop this open, slip this on, and then you can slip the top back on. It aligns pretty well. Paint could be better, and I do wish, minor nitpick is that I wish it didn't taper as much. I wish it just kind of went down straight. Yeah, but again, minor nitpick. But that is the chest and the abdomen section. Hey, what's up team? Taking a quick break from the action, just want to let you know that this toy review is brought to you by AliExpress. Many great toys like the one you see in this video can be purchased from their site, and during this promotional period, you can utilize the code on the screen to reap all the benefits of the current campaign. And if you'd like to purchase this product, the link can be found in the description and also a pinned comment. Now back to our regularly scheduled program. Thank you so much, Ali. Alright, looking at this lower half, Megatron is notorious for having poorly designed feet that he kind of like wants to topple over. But dude, these little slippers, these are perfect. They're really, really well designed and very, very form-fitting. And you just pop them in. No additional work had to be done. I didn't have to file or anything like that. And they were good. You just plop them in. Boom. Yo, stands like a campeon. Very, very nice. And these, you kind of thicken up the calves. I did have to file down the 5mm port over there. It would not go in natively. And he has knee upgrades as well, but this also had to be filed down. It connects via that little rectangle over there, but the sides, the longer sides, I did have to file them down because they are going to fit in there. And because, I don't know, the width of this panel is about the same as here, I was worried that it was going to snap off if there's any type of too much force. And so yeah, I made sure to file those down as appropriate. Fits in well. The paint, like the rest of the kit, is kind of rough. Print is kind of rough, and yeah. So those are kind of some pros and cons. Same thing for the other side. I had to file this down. It would not fit natively. And don't file too much, otherwise it's going to be loosey-goose. And same thing for this. I had to file down those exact same areas, but now it's at a comfortable spot where I can just pop that in. And that's the lower half. And in terms of aesthetics, the way they look, it looks really good. Like when I take a picture and I would just kind of like flaunt it on socials or something, yeah, it would look really, really nice. But definitely in hand, there are some crude aspects. The feet, though, these are golden. These are absolutely golden, and I love them. Alright, now we're going to move back to the upper half and we're going to install the forearms. These are two independent pieces, the forearm itself and then the fist. And so the fist didn't need any filing to get into the forearm, but the forearm, much like the side of the calf, did require some sanding and filing, but it will fit right there. If I had any critique, it's the fact that the fist looks a little bit off-centered, but I guess if this is the entire forearm at this point, then I guess the centering is not bad. But if that's the case, this circle should have extended a little bit further over there. Yeah, again, just some nitpicks on my side. The shoulder bits, they did not require any filing, but it's because they are way too loose. And so I'm using a tiny piece of paper that comes with, those little warning pieces of paper that comes with Transformers. And then from there, I'm just kind of pushing this in. And once you do that, yeah, it fits like a champ. But by itself, it is too loose. And overall paint on this type of stuff, it's yeah, it's okay. But similar to the other places, it's rather crude. Same thing for the other side. Had to kind of sand this down so you can see the filing that I've done, but it fits in fine. And I think I mentioned that it does come with another pair of hands, the one with the open fingers. And then this bit, excuse me, same thing over here. Just a tiny piece of paper. Because oddly enough, yeah, the shoulders are just really loose compared to the rest of the kit. The rest of the kit, everything has trouble, like, you know, it needs filing, but the shoulders are the exact opposite. So visually, boy, is that just striking or what? It's beautiful to look at, isn't it? But getting here just required a little bit of effort. And so now, I'm not going to break away. We're going to finally install the head. You just slide and pop the head off, the native Megatron head, and then you'll kind of pop this on. But it is rather tight, and so what I'm doing is I'm pushing it in as comfortably as I can, and then I'm really using that neck joint right there to kind of position the head wherever I want it to be, and I think that's fine. Yeah, and that's pretty much our guy. And again, he is about the same size, the same height and size as Studio Series Optimus Prime. And when I see this, it just makes me think, yo, couldn't they just release an upgrade kit to make this guy into a standard Megatron? But instead of using the IDW stuff, just use G1 Megatron stuff. You know what I mean? You can keep the risers on the feet because that's what's giving him the height. You could kind of add some extra bits on the side or whatever, a better waist thing. And I don't know, you could have a pretty decent G1 Megatron in my opinion. So the kit is okay. The kit is okay, but I've shown you kind of like the pros and cons, right? And so you decide. If you are thinking of picking up this kit, yeah, make an informed buying decision based on everything that I've told you here. And that's all I got today. I hope this has been an entertaining or at least, I don't know, educational. I don't know, man. All right, take care, okay? Adios. Bye.